Hello and welcome back to the House of the STAG podcast. The episode 6 preview just dropped and it looks like we're in for another time jump. And we're also joined by Josh from Constantine Films today. Really excited for the time jump. Obviously the new actors, Emma Darcy, Olivia Cook.
I know you're looking forward to Olivia Cook.
How so?
Simp.
Let's not pretend like we're not gonna be simping for Aemond here, George.
Oh yeah, dude. I hate, like, philosophically I support, Rhaenyra's faction, but these actors are making it really hard to support the black faction.
Yeah.
Plus they already made Alicent more complicated,
Yeah, and she you can really tell she's like in the books that's kind of what you can put together that she's wholly and completely self-centered in trying to secure a good position for her family. But especially now with the way she's been brought up and, seeing how her father has given her the absolute best position in the realm, doesn't matter what she had to sacrifice for that. Of course, that's what she's gonna do for her children,
Yeah, and also in the last episode when Otto was leaving King's Landing, I really like that scene because even though this relationship is very manipulative, it's also like the last person Alicent has in her life. So
yeah,
she's kind
the
of
only person, really.
Yeah, and she's kind of embracing her Hightower side now. I like when she was entering the throne room in the last episode, wearing the green dress. I really, really liked the emphasis on her look towards the Hightower fraction there. I can't wait to see all the drama unfold.
Yeah, we also got a pretty good look at Vhagar, and she is absolutely huge. I mean, we knew she was gonna be big, but I did not quite think she was gonna be this big. She is absolutely colossal.
Yeah. Even the saddle is like, there's different strings attached to it. It's amazing. I can't wait to see that dragon. Another thing that they focused on in that preview thing was Alicent's relationship with Larys Strong. I think we're led to believe that during the time jump they grew quite close, like they became true allies. And I can't wait.
Alicent is getting strong boys too.
Yeah.
Not like that. Not like that, but
that would be a brilliant plot twist if Aemond
both strong boys.
Yeah, yes. Aemond is actually the son of Larys Strong.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
I mean, they're both crippled. So if we're looking for any indicatives, this is where it's at.
Yeah, instead of the eye, he just has a really fucked up foot too.
Yeah, that might be why he's always so pissy, because he can't fucking walk.
Yeah, it makes sense. And then they're talking about the triarchy again, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think we deal with triarchy until like Battle of the Gullet or something.
Yeah, something like that. Because obviously now in the Stepstones, the people are trying to sort of stake their claim, now that it's been abandoned for up until, 10 years pretty much. I can't remember if this was in Fire and Blood or not. I don't think so. But it would make sense that this is something that they mention. It's obviously not going to be a second war for the Stepstones, anything like that. But I think it makes sense that they at least mention it because, you're just leaving the Stepstones and it never gets talked about again wouldn't really make sense.
Yeah, I wonder what that's about. Could Dorne be involved? Because in the books, Dorne kind of supported triarchy a little bit.
I think that they are just letting us know that they're still there because they're moving pretty fast. And when Otto is taking his place as... Spoiler alert. When Otto is taking his place as Hand of the King again, obviously one of the things he does before he gets expelled again is reaching out to the free cities and the triarchy. So I think they just want to have us remember them, or the more casual audience remember that they're still a threat, that they're still out there. Like this, it's very fast, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start the next season with blood and cheese, and the season ends with Rhaenyra taking over King's Landing. So it really is very fast. So I'd expect Battle of the Gullet sooner rather than later.
We also saw Harwin throwing hands with Kristen.
It looks like Harwin's having the upper hand.
Yeah, I mean he's literally like standing over him. So
they can do that. I'm down for like the show version of Harwin to be stronger because it never made sense that Kristen can beat the strongest man. you know?
Yeah, it's not like a proper duel or anything like that. It's like Kristen was probably talking shit about the Strong Boys,
Yeah.
or like he probably just like said something in passing that pissed Harwin off, and he probably just beat the shit out of him just because he can.
Yeah, and Viserys
Yeah.
is overlooking it, and he's looking like an absolute
Corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that change. That is like I can tell that that's very much Ryan Condal. I listen to his podcast quite a lot, and I've sort of picked up on what he likes in stuff. That iconography of having that gold mask over his face while Viserys is just struggling to walk is such strong imagery, and it just makes perfect sense. I really like that.
I bet one of his favorite movies is Kingdom of Heaven. There's no way it's not.
Surely, surely.
Director's cut. Hey, Ryan Condal, what do you think about that?
That's the next interview for House of the Stag.
Yeah. Don't care about the views, just that we did it.
Yes.
Sure.
Interview Ryan Condal.
Yeah,
One
we
day.
didn't even need to post it, in all honesty.
Just keep it in the hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, join the Discord. Join the
Join
Discord.
the Discord.
Gonna...
Exclusive. Our interview with Ryan Condal is on OnlyFans. Pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
Out
like
now, out now on Blu-ray.
Just gonna post 30 seconds of the interview every day on Discord because otherwise the file is too big.
Yeah.
And then what else? Do we have Caraxes flying to Dragonstone or something?
I believe he's flying around in Pentos, or something, somewhere in Essos.
Ooh, right, because he and Lena, right?
Yes.
Go and deal with some Bravosi problems.
I think I'm gonna skip over that scene. I'm still not okay that she isn't mine. It's kind of pissing me off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, House of the Dragon cast ugly actors challenge. Impossible.
Yeah. Impossible.
They released a couple new clips. One is Rhaenyra holding her new baby, and Laenor's next to her, and it's the new Laenor 3.0.
He seems like a really, really sort of wholesome husband. I wonder what that scene's all about, because Alicent, right after Rhaenyra gives birth, summoning her like, bitch, you better get here now. Literally still full of sweat. She just gave birth. And Alicent is like, bro, I need to see this baby. I need to.
I would like to see the baby.
By the way, we will also see Chikaris claiming Vermax in the next episode. So that is going to be a very exciting one because we never really got that in Game of Thrones. I mean, sure, Dany hopped on Drogon's back, but it usually takes quite a lot, and even in the books it's a very dangerous thing that she did at Thrustnock's pit. Really excited to see how that goes in House of the Dragon. Obviously they're way more experienced during that time period, and it seems like the Dragon Keepers are also gonna help with that, maybe.
Jace is such a good guy. I feel like the Black faction people I'm looking forward to are like Jace and Adam. Yeah,
and Corlys. Corlys is always...
And Corlys.
Yeah. And Rhaenys, of course. Honestly, there is quite a lot. Like, most of them are really fucking chill.
I'm just like, I feel like most of the time I'm just not even that big of a fan of Aemon. I'm just like, he looks like Blood Raven, therefore he's probably cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We are... Twitter is going to go absolutely feral when Aemon appears on screen. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
Well, you know, the thing is, like, the show was always gonna have this blacks versus greens thing and whatever. The only thing that I hope people really do understand is that on both sides, they are very, very capable of doing some really bad shit and just embrace it. You know, if someone like Aemon is doing some horrible shit, I personally love the character for doing the horrible shit. Like, I embrace it. You should do that instead of, like, justifying this terrible act. Just makes for a better conversation.
Yeah, I think what frustrates me a lot is when I like say I like Aemond as a character, and people always assume I think he's a good guy. Like, those two are not the same thing. I can enjoy a bad person as a character without thinking they're a good person. You know?
Yeah, and Riverlands are like, ah, shit, here we go again.
Here we go again. God, the poor fucking Riverlands, bro. They've seen some shit.
Kermit is pretty lit, though.
Yeah, and Elmo. I mean,
and Mo and
it's
Oscar.
it is absolutely uncanny. There's no way George wasn't canning himself laughing when he was writing that. I refuse to believe that he wasn't.
Yeah, and like Kermit was like a good dude.
Yeah. Have there been any like problematic Tullys? I feel like they're
No.
just fucking chilled. I mean, they have
Yeah.
a fish on their banner. How bad can you get?
Right. All the people who cause problems are either Blackwoods or Brackens.
Or
Yeah.
phrase.
Yeah, fuck the phrase.
Hey.
Yeah.
Were Frey's even that bad until Walder Frey was born?
Just up until the moment Walder Frey was born, they were
Yeah.
just the nicest people ever.
I love that scene where in Dunk and Egg they just saw a tiny Walder Frey in the yard just doing shit. That was so
Yeah.
funny.
He saved that cat from the burning house.
And then fucking a couple of years later, he's like, I'll find another. Yeah, another thing is, and big spoiler warning, I think we're already gonna say goodbye to Harwin Strong in the next episode.
That
Right.
fast?
Because we
Yeah.
can see the burning at Harrenhal. So I think he's gonna have a scene with Rhaenyra where it's explained that they had those children together, they were together. Then he's gonna be sent away from King's Landing to Harrenhal, and Larry Strong, I think, is gonna have that situation dealt with. That's
Wait,
gonna
so
be,
who smuggles Rhaenyra's crown again?
it's gonna be different in
Um,
House of the Dragon, I think, because we have a shot of one of the Cargill twin brothers holding the crown, and
Okay.
in the books, I think it's Stefan
Oh, Darkland.
Darkland.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
Interesting.
think they might change it to it being a Cargill brother for the sake of, having similar scenes. Like one side, the Greens are gonna have one Cargill brother, and the Blacks are gonna have.
Yeah, I think they might because obviously in the books and this is a spoiler warning for Fire and Blood, maybe not for the show, but obviously in the books the Cargill twins they kill each other after one of them sneaks into Dragonstone. But I think in the show that might come a little bit later because they want to build upon the tragedy perhaps, or maybe they're going to sort of make it appear that one of the Cargills is acting as like a double agent, maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure.
Imagine all the Spider-Man pointing at each other memes when those scenes come out.
Yeah. Jason and Thailand, Eric and Eric.
Honestly, Eric
Yeah.
and Arik is the only names I would have recommended changing to something less similar.
Yes. I think got a bit carried away there.
Yeah, I feel like, I'll stick for Asha any day of the week because,
Yes.
whose favorite character is Osha the Wildling?
Exactly.
Yeah.
In a book, you can very clearly like read it differently. But like
Yeah.
in the show, people have like different accents and they say it differently and whatever.
Yeah. Plus, you should change Osha's name because she's not as
Yes,
important.
exactly.
I do hope to get back to Damon and Lena for a minute here. I do hope that we get some Essos stuff because it was very refreshing to see the Vale, to see the Driftmark, High Tide in the last episode. I think the show needs a few more locations, even though I keep praising it for Small Council and Red Keep and everything.
It's one of Damon's only wholesome relationships. Let's have it play out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not wholesome for very long,
Yeah.
So it's I hope they do that right, because Damon is such a chaotic person. Seeing him just being somewhat settled down for just one episode could be very refreshing.
Yeah,
We also saw Aegon II looking punchable as ever.
I feel like the older Aegon looks better. This one just extra douchey.
Yeah, he looks like what I sort of envisioned Aemon to look like during the dance, if that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of. And plus, like, the whole green outfit fits.
Yeah, and the long hair and everything.
Yeah, he basically just screams, "You can punch me, but my father is a lawyer." Fucking
My dad owns Microsoft.
Yeah, he's like, my dad's a lawyer, and Better Call Saul sound.
Oh my god, I love the show. I love the show so much. Last season was perfection.
I
Werner
haven't seen
Ziegler.
it.
Where is
I
he?
haven't seen it.
You haven't
Werner Ziegler.
seen Better Call Saul. Oh
No,
my god,
bro.
what are you
I've
doing to yourself?
Where is
I
Werner Ziegler?
I really I gotta say, like, I absolutely love the casting for older Aegon II and Aemond. Something about that casting just sits right with me. You know, Tom Carney is like, not only is he a phenomenal actor, but like he looks exactly like I think he would look if I had just read the book. And you
Yeah.
know, like he fits the character so well.
Give him the Conqueror's crown, and it's just like
Oh
one of
God,
those
yes.
artworks from Doug Whitley or something.
Yeah, and he has
Oh.
the short hair as well.
Yeah.
Because the actor actually dyed his hair. He didn't wear a wig. Because he has short hair, so they just dyed it. So he actually it has his natural hair. I think he might be the only person in the show who doesn't wear a wig. You know, oh, obviously the only Targaryen in the show. You know.
Yeah.
Also funny, Aemond and Damon look a little similar.
Oh, a little bit. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. But you know, Daemon is definitely Aemon's father.
What?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
No
kidding.
way.
I'm kidding.
But people are not ready for Ewan Mitchell.
Oh,
Ewan
no.
Mitchell is such a phenomenal actor. When I first heard that he got cast for the role of Aemond, I was so hyped. He's such a phenomenal actor, and people who did not watch The Last Kingdom should definitely watch The Last Kingdom, or at least his scenes.
He has the look. He has the look.
That
He's
as well.
not he's not as punchable as some other people. Like Ewan Mitchell has a very, very interesting face, but he's not punchable, you know? Like when I look at his face, I don't think like, bro, I want to beat the shit out of you. You know?
Does,
He has a very menacing face.
Yeah.
does he kind of look like a more menacing version of Pip?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Scary Pip.
Yeah.
Scary Pip.
Yeah.
Also, like I think one of the most important things for Aemond specifically is rage for an actor, because Aemond is one of those characters where you can commit him to be wholly and completely evil. You know, you can go that route, but if you get an actor that has a sort of more sympathetic, more charismatic way of playing it, you know, if you read Aemond in Fire and Blood and think this is literally just Joffrey, he is absolutely awful, I hate him. When you get an actor that brings something more to him, by like for example, Matt Smith with Damon, that brings a very playful, likable energy to him. If you do some, I'm not saying this is what it's going to be, but something like this. If you bring something extra to a character, that immediately makes the character different. He's still gonna be a bad person, but I think he's gonna be more likable than he is in Fire and Blood. Because he's in Fire and Blood, he's essentially Daemon without any of the likable qualities. You know?
Yeah. George R. R. Martin was so lazy, he just put the in the front to the back, and that's a new character.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean, you could do some stuff with Alice Rivers, make it sympathetic.
Yeah. If anything, Aemon certainly has some mommy issues. Definitely.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the preview thing. Thank you guys for listening to us. Take care and see us later.